The prosecution team in $AP Rocky's assault trial took issue with the rapper's kids making an appearance in court. On Friday, February 14, District Attorney John Lewin asked the jury not to be swayed by the appearance of Rocky's kids and partner, Rihanna, in court during closing statements. The rapper is accused of firing a semi-automatic handgun at his former friend and $AP mob member, $AP Relly, in an altercation in November 2021. This is not something you're allowed to consider, Lewin told the jury at the Clara Shortridge Foltz Criminal Justice Center in downtown Los Angeles. We are all responsible for what we do. He continued, I want to make sure that no matter how famous his partner is, no matter how cute his kids are, no matter how much they giggle during closing arguments, he needs to be treated like any other person. Because in the end, that's what he's entitled to. When Lewin made these comments to the jury, Rocky and Rihanna, both 36, shifted in their seats and looked visibly upset. When the court returned from a break, the judge addressed these comments. From here on out, there should be no mention of Rihanna being in the courtroom or the babies being in the courtroom, he said. Rihanna has made an appearance in court on several days of the trial since it began on January 21. On February 13, however, she walked in during the prosecution's opening statements with her 2 toddlers. During the court proceedings, RZA, 2.5, and Riot, 18 months, were well-behaved and hardly made any noise. The toddlers only stayed until the next break, and Rocky and Rihanna walked out of the courtroom holding their sons. Toward the end of the break, they huddled and Rihanna told her sons, "Wish Daddy good luck," as Rocky gave Rihanna and the babies a kiss. The Fashion Killa rapper turned down a plea deal from prosecutors and opted for a jury trial instead of pleading guilty to one of 2 felony charges of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. He is facing up 24 years in prison if found guilty. In opening statements, Rocky's lawyer Joe Tacopina claimed the rapper was carrying a prop gun in the case of potential threats. For Relly, it was never about justice, it's about a man seeking a profit from a fabricated narrative, Tacopina said. Rocky has nothing to hide here. Meanwhile, the prosecution team recounted the events leading up to the altercation, claiming that Relly showed up thinking they would just argue and it would repair their relationship. This is not a complicated case, Przlomyk said in his opening statement. The defense will turn in an alternative explanation to what happened that night. We ask that you do not leave your common sense at the door. During closing statements, which began on February 13, both sides reiterated their major points, and the prosecution called the defense's claim that the gun was a prop gun illogical and absurd. Meanwhile, the defense told the jury there was inconsistencies in Relly's story and he lied to your faces. Everything that doesn't come from Relly shows you that this is not a real gun, he said. After Rocky's arraignment in January 2024, Tacopina told reporters that the Praise the Lord rapper was cool as a cucumber. He also said Rocky was ready to get the trial over with so he can start enjoying his family. Relly filed a civil lawsuit on allegations of assault, battery, and emotional distress against Rocky on August 10, 2022. Rocky has denied all claims. In response to the civil complaint, Rocky's attorneys wrote defendant generally denies each and every allegation of the complaint, and specifically denies that plaintiff has been damaged in any amount or in any way as a result of any act or omission of answering defendant. The injuries and / or damages complained of in the complaint, if any, were caused solely, directly, and proximately by the negligent and / or intentional acts or omissions of person other than answering defendant. Relly claimed he was struck by bullet fragments after the argument and said in court that he sought necessary medical attention at a hospital in New York City. While on the stand in November, Relly claimed they were really cool before tension started because Rocky found solo success and became big-headed. Rocky was arrested at Los Angeles International Airport on April 20, 2022, and released on bail the same day, Los Angeles Times.